many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
STRO, I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm out in my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey, yo, I need that.
Okay, Coach, it is always a celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the New Orleans Saints. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me.
Jackson on first down. Dancing to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And right away, he lost the football. The Saints say they have it, and they do. Opening drive fumble, and the 4 miscues that they had last week. 4 turnovers, Charles. So this is a bad trend.
And, Brandon, you and I both know that they didn't just ignore what happened last week. They focused on it, tried to get better. And when it happens here again in this game, the head coach is going to see that as a direct reflection on his message to the team, and it's not sinking in.
So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. In for the score as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. A post to the tight end for 6. Gosh, those guys are so tough to cover, aren't they? Just in general, tight ends running those patterns near the goal line.
Because you have to decide how you want to treat them. Are they a wide receiver? Are they a big extra blocker on the field? Or are they a hybrid and caught in between? So are you going to use a linebacker? Are you going to use a safety? Are you going to even move a corner in if you're going to play nickel or dime defense? They usually win those matchups because they have an answer for all 3 of those positions.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to walk things away pretty easily and move on.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That good for 19 and a first down. Now on first down, Drake again. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Here's a 2nd and 7. Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down, and he'll go down out here at the 12-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Let's go now, let's go now, let's go now. The 18 Gator.
Watch the run.
Ready.
They'll look to throw here. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Rankins in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Here's Jackson. Steps away to his left. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Jackson. Now he'll escape to his left. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Hendrickson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football.
And he's going to go down again. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it.
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Thomas, the intended target. That pick, his 9th on the season.
Remember when we were kids and you were playing Little League Baseball and they penciled you in the 9 spot in the order? That wasn't so good, was it?
Were you in the 9 hole?
Or you played the 9 position, right field? That wasn't so great.
That wasn't. You're picking dandelions out there.
Exactly.
But the 9 picks
you want that in a big way. That's a great season.
Heck of a season. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. To throw is Jackson. Being chased out left. And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back.
Let's go. Let's go.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. McSorley from the shotgun. Got a man open. It's Ross. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and goal from inside the 5. Throwing is McSorley. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. Third and goal.
Hey, exit. 57's right. Tackles. Ready.
McSorley once more looks to throw. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. From 4 yards out, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. A run there on first down gets 3 up to the 28. A gain of 3, second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now this will go for 5 up to the 33.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 3rd and short, Drake. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at about the 14. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They go play action now with McSorley. Open man is Ross, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Here we go. 90, Wolf. Check back.
Throwing on 2nd down, McSorley. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan in there for a milestone sack. That's number 150 of his great career. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Here's McSorley now, 3rd and long. Fine time to his left. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. Here's McSorley on 1st and 10. He's going to let this one go deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
57's the mic. Ready, go.
2nd and 10. It's McSorley. Got a man. It's Brown. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 31-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. This quarterback now 4 of 6 since taking over, and he's got a 1st down. The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a 1st after a gain of about 9. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. From the 22, McSorley. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And Andrews lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Eluding the pressure right. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a gain of 16 yards. On 1st down, Drake. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a pickup of 13. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Watch the run. Watch the run. 80 weapon. 80 weapon. Go.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And Thomas has it. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. 2nd and 5. This pass caught with the 4. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a 1st down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Kenyon Drake in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints have taken the lead. What's good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot.
It got his man complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Running, it's Drake. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. They'll run with Drake. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Kenyon Drake with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year as his guys are able to regain the lead. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Ravens take over. We're going to work at their own 25-yard line. Come on.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Off of play action, it's McSorley. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the shotgun, McSorley. And the pressure gets to him again. Cameron Jordan in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken from just outside the 30. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Drake. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
2nd and 6. There goes a deep ball, end zone. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
From the 24, McSorley dancing to his left. He'll try and run it, and he's dropped just before the line. To gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Nice hit, boy. Here we go. 6. 18 girder. I'm coming for you. You must go.
On 3rd down, Swift. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw on 1st and 10. Here's McSorley. Flush to his right. And he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. Throwing on 2nd and long. McSorley. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Hey, box truck, box truck. Hey, keep it.
Now McSorley. He's going deep for Brown. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
It's taken to the 26. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On first down, Drake. 5 yards on the carry, good pickup on first down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
14 yards is the pickup, first down, New Orleans.
Check.
They'll look to throw here. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
36. Topper.
2nd and 13. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
I think if you pulled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
McSorley, 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. After the sack on first down, McSorley, he's going to... And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the Saints.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately need.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
58 right over there. Mike, 58 right there. Let's make these babies pop.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. This is complete to Michael Thomas. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might...
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first, and the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Montez Sweat make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. New Orleans adding some depth to the secondary. They've got 6 DBs out there now for 3rd. McSorley from the shotgun. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game